With the new versions of Android and Android Studio, you can use something known as wireless debugging to debug your application. Before wireless debugging, we have to connect the Android device to the system through a USB cable. There were some workarounds. For example, there is an application called Screen Copy, and that can be used to connect your device wirelessly. But the issue remains with that particular application is that you have to connect for the first time through the USB cable, then enable the wireless functionality so that you can test your applications without hooking up the USB cable. But with the new versions, you can use the wireless debugging feature to test your application. But there is another issue. The issue is that when you try to connect your application to the Android Studio for the testing through the wireless debugging option, of course, it does not connect every single time. So what happens, basically you try to connect to the Android Studio, and sometimes it connects automatically and instantaneously. But sometimes what happens, and this sometime is most of the time, it does not connect. So to those situations, I have this solution. The solution is that I'm going to use the command line utility of ADB to connect to the device wirelessly, of course, not through the USB cable or anything else. This is the Android Studio. You can see I have not connected to any device right now. And when you download the Android Studio, you also download the SDK. So the SDK is saved under the user directory of your system. So I'm using Linux operating system, by the way. So the directory hierarchy is different from the let's say the Windows system, or Mac OS is kind of similar, but Windows is completely another game. So I'm going to show the directory where you can find the platform tools, where you will find the ADB utility, or if you have already installed the latest version of ADB utility in your system, then you can directly access through the command line. But for most of you, I think you do not have the ADB setup by default in your system. It only through the SDK that comes with the Android. So you just have to go to the SDK folder and go into the platform tools. In Windows, you can navigate to this particular path, and in other operating system, you can just go to the location where you have installed the Android SDK. So mine is here, and this is the ADB utility. I'm gonna open the terminal over here. In Windows, you open the PowerShell, press the shift right click, and it will show the open the PowerShell. So let me just show you. These are the utilities that are available. So this is the ADB. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna just /, that means I'm going to execute a utility, and utility being the ADB. And first what I wanna do, I wanna pair the device. So to pair the device, I have to type pair, and now I have to go to the settings in my developer options, and then to the wireless debugging. So I have to go to wireless debugging, I have to enable wireless debugging, then I have to go to the pair device with code. So this is the code. So what you have to do, you have to type the IP address and the port number that you are seeing in the device, and with colon you have to type the port number, which is 4239. Hit enter, and this will ask for the pairing code. The pairing code is this one, 2167. Hit enter again, and you can see the device has successfully paired to this particular IP address. Now you want to connect the device. So for connecting the device, you have to just change the pair to connect, and now you have to type the port number that is displayed on this screen, which is 39413. Hit enter, and this will say connected, and you will get the notification. So now let's go to the Android Studio, and you can see the device is connected. So this way you can connect your device every single of the time. It will not keep on loading, it will connect instantaneously. That's all. Enjoy.